Today we're going to be talking about natural deodorants because I tried making the switch once and it didn't go very well, and then after I made the switch the second time it went pretty well, and I kind of wanted to share my thoughts about natural deodorants and which ones I use and talk about them a little more because I feel like there's so many out there, but natural deodorants is one of those things that people are scared to use because you don't want to smell and you don't want to like break out in a rash and everything. So I put my skin to the test and I put myself to the test to try and find some different natural deodorants that actually work. And I wanted to find some natural deodorants that I could talk to you guys about, so that's what we're going to do today. So if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you're returning, it's nice to see you again. So let's get into this. So when I first started wanting to switch over, this was probably 3 years ago before I had my channel. And I picked up an aluminum-free deodorant at the drugstore. And I tried it and I hated it. I had to apply it, no joke, about 5 times a day. This thing was terrible. It didn't work. And I thought, this is not going to work for me. Natural deodorants are not my thing. And so then I went back to wearing deodorant. Well, I always wore it, but then I went back to wearing like a normal, I guess, deodorant. So I was getting like Dove and stuff. And I always thought that, well, Dove is a good name. Dove does advertising for women and stuff. Like, it can't be harmful. As I was getting older, as I've been getting more into products, as I've been thinking about products more and a little bit more knowledgeable, I've come to realize that Dove has aluminum in their deodorants and that there's certain ingredients in deodorants that are not very good for your skin. So it actually dawned on me one day. I had a spray deodorant from Dove and it was supposed to be like their really, I should put these down. They're really good deodorant, and I was spraying it and I had a hard time breathing after I sprayed it. And my dog had a hard time breathing after I sprayed it. So it started to kind of make me question what was in the deodorant and how it was making like my body feel. So then I was watching Shark Tank and I seen, this is where we start getting into the products. Then I seen PiperWai, and this is a activated charcoal deodorant, natural, aluminum free, essential oil scent, and it's good for sensitive skin. So I seen this and I thought, maybe back then the natural deodorants or the aluminum free deodorant was just something that either didn't work for me, wasn't very well at the time. I kind of realized that just because something didn't work didn't mean that the whole thing didn't work. So back then, because I wasn't very knowledgeable about products, let's say I were to go out and buy a makeup remover for your full face, if the makeup remover didn't work, then I would think, oh, so makeup remover doesn't work. But that's not the case. The case was, it could have been that brand. It could have been that my skin just didn't react well with it. It could have been many different things. So I wanted to reach out and get a natural deodorant so I could cut out regular deodorants. So I tried PiperWai. I have to say, this was amazing. Honestly, I really love the packaging. I love how it's charcoal. It comes in a stick form, so you can put it on. Or it also comes in a little jar of like a paste. So I like this. It works well. You only have to apply it once or twice a day. I've been applying it twice a day because like when I would put it on in the morning, I'd go to work and then the gym, and then I'd put it on after the gym. However, I do want to mention one thing. Because it is an essential oil scent, that's very strong. So when you put it on, it's almost like, I'd want to say like, let's say a peppermint type of smell, because it's got like a, I don't know, maybe like a eucalyptus smell or something, but it has like a certain scent like that. So if I put it on with my Ariana Grande perfume, which is more of a sweet and sugar smell, it's almost like you get scents of essential oil here and then pink sugar, sweetness, candy here. And it's almost like they wouldn't blend or mix. The PiperWai one is very good. I really like it. It's effective. You don't smell, which I like. It's not a bad feeling under your arms. It doesn't like clump up or anything. I really like it and I would recommend it. But if you wear like perfumes like me that smell a little sweeter, you may not like the scent combination. So I put this on after the gym because normally after the gym, my perfume's a little bit more worn out and I would like to have a certain type of scent. So this is kind of like what I wear. If you don't wear perfume, or if you're not into perfumes because you want like all natural stuff, this stuff is really good. It does smell good. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying with certain perfumes and lotions, it may not mix. So just keep that in mind. So this says right here, made without aluminum, parabens, synthetic fragrances, no stains, irritations, which is good because when you do use natural deodorants, you do tend to go through like a detox phase, and not just that, everybody's skin is different. So if you were to put this on, you may break out in a rash, but I may not break out in a rash. It's just because your skin is not like compatible, I guess you would say, with it. It's really normal. A lot of the times for a detoxing phase, you put it on, you may have to apply it 3 to 4 times a day, but after that phase is done, then you're only putting it on 1 to 2 times a day. That does happen and that can occur. I didn't have that with this, which is really nice. PiperWai, really, really good. I love it. I think it's unique. I think it's cool. I just think that it doesn't mix with certain perfumes, but I really like to put it on days where I'm not having a perfume, or after work or after the gym when my perfume has settled down. There is a discount code down below in the description for you guys to use. They were kind enough to send it to me. So now I want to touch on the second one because I figured I would go out and buy a natural deodorant that kind of smells like my perfume to see how it would be. Now, I was told that this was going to act almost as a natural deodorant. So this is Soapstones Natural Skincare Pink Sugar Body Butter. I just want to say, and I want to touch on this, if there's a body butter but it's recommended that it acts as a natural deodorant, I personally, and this is what I think, I don't know, but this is after I've kind of like went through it and experienced it. If it's a body butter but they say it acts as a natural deodorant, I kind of feel like it almost masks the scent and it doesn't like what do you call that, prevent anything. I feel like, okay, it could act as a natural deodorant, but it's not preventing anything. So I put this on 3 to 4 times a day. And I will say, if I'm filming, if I have a busy day, like after maybe 2 to 3 hours, I have to keep replying this. So it's not bad. I feel like if you want something like, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like if you want like an all-in-one, like a body butter, natural deodorant, like whatever, this would work. But I just personally feel like if it says it's a body butter, it's not going to be as effective as a natural deodorant, even though it could be used. My thing is, if you're going to go out and buy a natural deodorant, just go out and buy a natural deodorant. That being said, this did smell good. It didn't feel weird. I didn't break out. There's no rashes. So maybe if you do experience that with a lot of natural deodorants, this may be something you would go to. But just remember, even though I've been using this for 2 months now, I'm still putting this on 4 times a day. So that's just that. And not just that, I bought that in November and this is how much I have left. So I do find I went through this pretty quickly. So that's about that. Now on to the last one. This is the whole reason why I made this video. This is the Under Carriage Deodorant Cream with Powdery Finish. I seen this at my spa, which I go to. When I seen it, I said I have to pick it up because I wanted something that was like a paste. Also unscented, which is perfect because I want an unscented one. And sometimes when you get unscented things, they still have a scent and they smell bad. There is no scent. Like there's nothing. So this is a 100% natural deodorant cream for under the arms. You can use it other places too if you want. So this right here says no synthetic fragrance. And what I also like is they have another one where there is no baking soda. That's the big thing. A lot of people get a natural deodorant, there's baking soda in it, and then they break out and then they get upset because natural deodorants don't work for them. Natural deodorants, some have baking soda, some have fragrances, and that could irritate your skin. So far, I have sensitive skin, and I've been using this, and I have no nothing. Like, there's no detox period. There's no like irritation. There's nothing. Like, I put this on and this is acting just like my Dove one would. I've used this twice. This is why I'm telling you. But I put this on at about 3 o'clock yesterday, and even when I got home late at night, there was nothing. I put this on this morning. It's been a few hours and there's nothing. And you don't have to use a lot, which is really, really cool, and I like that. So this one by far is the most impressive to me, because for me, I'm looking for something like no scent. I'm looking for something that goes well with my skin, something that's going to last a long time, which is perfect, which is great. So I would personally say you have to figure out what you need in a natural deodorant. You have to figure out if you want a scent. You have to figure out how many times a day you could apply it. You have to figure out if you want a paste, if you want it in a stick form. You have to figure out if you can have baking soda and everything like that. Like, there's a lot to go behind it. It's almost kind of like makeup. Like, you have to think if your skin is oily, dry, if you break out, things like that. That's kind of the same as this. Now, natural deodorants are more expensive. However, I do find, personally, I find they last a lot longer than regular deodorants, because I've had the PiperWai one now for a long time and I'm not even through that. Like, that, there's still a ton there. I like, obviously the body butter one I've used up a lot because it's like a body butter one. And then this one I hardly use anything. So I do find that they last a long time. The shelf life on this is 12 months, so we'll see how long it lasts, but I've only used this twice. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't normally like to make a video on like a first impression and say it's really good, go and get it, because I like to use it a lot more. However, after using 3 natural deodorants, and then this one, I do find that this is effective, and this is what I'm looking for. I feel like I could pick this up in another scent, like I think they had a vanilla one, and it was still really, really nice. Out of the 3, like I was saying, I feel like this one's my first one, the PiperWai is my second one, and the Soapstones is my third one. However, for like the scent wise and it being like really strong, the PiperWai one does have a more strong scent than the other scented ones, because I did smell all the other ones. So if you want a natural deodorant to smell really strong so you don't have to wear perfume, you'd like that one. So now I feel like I've covered everything about natural deodorants, and I feel like this is helpful enough for you guys, because I know you were asking me a ton of questions, so I hope this was helpful. I'll be doing a favorites video for, what month is it? January. Yeah. So I'll be doing a favorites video for January. So if you want to see which ones are my favorites or anything like that, make sure to subscribe so you can see the favorites videos, and make sure to subscribe so you can see the empties videos, so when they are emptied or I start to declutter, then you can see my other opinions on them. So I will see you guys in the next video.